Imagine this. You're walking through a forest where your phone shows no service, the sun has already set, the air is completely still, and the only sound you expect is the rustling of trees. But suddenly, out of nowhere, a school bell rings. No children, no teachers, no classrooms in sight, just the bell, clear and sharp. This isn't an urban legend. This is the story of a school that never stopped teaching even after it was shut down. About 30 miles outside the city, a narrow concrete road cuts through dense forest, and at the final turn stands a crumbling building that looks like an abandoned warehouse, except for the faded words above the entrance that still read Saraswati Primary School. Broken doors, glassless windows, walls covered in moss. According to government records, the school was permanently closed 20 years ago due to an incident that was never officially documented. Aman was a freelance documentary filmmaker who specialized in abandoned places, and he first heard about the school from a local taxi driver who warned him not to go there, saying the bell still rings even at night. That warning was exactly what pulled Aman in. With his camera, flashlight, and audio recorder, he headed into the forest. As he got closer, the air grew heavy, unnaturally so, and the sounds of insects and birds vanished until there was only silence. Near the school gate, Aman noticed small footprints on the ground, like those of children, even though the soil was dry and untouched by rain. He tried to convince himself they belonged to animals, but his instincts disagreed. Inside the building, the smell of old books, damp wood, and decay filled the air. Broken desks lay scattered, and on one blackboard, half-erased chalk still read Lesson 3, Time, with the date August 12, 2005, the year the school closed. Suddenly, a metal bell rang, loud and close, making Aman freeze, and when it rang again, like an assembly call, he turned his camera toward the sound coming from the principal's office. Inside was a desk, a chair, and a rusted bell on the wall that was slowly swinging on its own. Aman started recording and called out, only to hear faint voices of children chanting the alphabet in unison. He remembered the rumor that on the day the school shut down, several children never returned home, with authorities claiming they got lost in the forest, while parents insisted they never left the school, after which the case and the files disappeared. The bell rang again in a strange rhythm, a classroom door slammed shut by itself, and inside that room, despite being empty, chalk dust floated as new words formed on the blackboard. Today is the exam. Whispers filled Aman's ears, telling students to sit because the teacher was coming, and something grabbed his leg, pulling him down, leaving small handprints on his skin, even though nothing was visible. When he tried to escape, the main gate slammed shut, the bell rang non-stop, and from every classroom came sounds of crying, laughter, and fear. Child-sized shadows moved through the hallway, faceless and eyeless, until a boy in a school uniform stepped out, looked at Aman with pale, empty eyes, and asked if he was the new teacher, then quietly asked if they weren't going home today, his voice filled not with fear, but waiting. Aman realized the truth. The school never closed, it was never dismissed, and the children were trapped in time. The bell rang once more as heavy footsteps echoed from the principal's office, and a tall, twisted shadow emerged, telling Aman that if he came to teach, he must finish the lesson. His vision blurred, his body felt smaller, his clothes changed, and suddenly he was sitting on a classroom bench as a child, staring at the blackboard that still read Lesson 3, Time, before the bell rang and everything went silent. The next morning, Aman's camera was found on the forest road, still recording, showing an empty school, while in the background, children could be heard singing morning assembly, and a bell rang perfectly on time. Aman was never seen again, and even today, people who pass through that forest say that if the wind suddenly goes silent and a school bell rings in the distance, you should turn back, because that school still opens, and whoever walks inside moves on to the next class, while the most terrifying part is that the bell still rings on time.